There's that flaring of the lips. Damn it! Listen to that.
Soundtrack.
G'day and welcome back to another vocal analysis here of Voice. Where are we? Voice Essentials. And a big hello to all of my fellow Gigi De Lana, Gigi Vibes fans. That's right, I love what they do. I do. The very fact that I think she is the number one person that I've reviewed here on the channel, as in the amount of times that I've reviewed her is speaks to its own. And I just love her sound. It's interesting, the performance we're going to review today, which is a Kenny Loggins hit called Heart to Heart. Way back, it's from back in 1982, if my notes here serve me correctly. As far as the Gigi Vibes ecosystem goes, it's not one of their more watched videos. It's only had, at the time of this review, I think about nearly 300,000, views. It probably deserves more than that. Come on, people. There's some great singing. I think the number of views speaks to the song. This is not a song I'm overly familiar with. I must say, and interestingly, if you go to the original video, again, there's always a link in the description section below for you to go and check out the video beginning to end without my commentary. It talks about Kenny G as being in the video. Kenny G, again, if my research serves me correctly, had nothing to do with this. A guy by the name, I'm reading my notes here, a guy by the name of David Sanborn was the saxophonist on the original. And so if you know why Kenny G is mentioned in the title of the original video here, let me know. Bit of a mystery to me. This, of course, is it's actually a much rockier version than the original Kenny Loggins piece, which is more of a gentle sort of pop vibe. And yeah, so let's dive in. We hear some really cool vocals again. It's Gigi De Lana. You probably get sick and tired of hearing me say, oh, we get to hear really cool vocals from Gigi. Of course, like default setting, people. Default setting. Let's have a listen.
Let's go.
Let's go back and have a listen to that. That is almost a caricatured sound, isn't it? Like it's a really peculiar tone, the way she's narrowed her vocal tract and her mouth down to this, but it's giving full characterization to the song, yeah? Oh. I love that transition. Yeah, the musical transition there, and she sinks in beautifully with the lads in the band and just makes it work, yeah? Have a listen to that.
As I'm gonna do right. I gotta do right, darling. Tell the truth. No, turn away if this
And a tonal change, which is what gives it that very definite change up in feel. And so the boys almost go from that sort of drive in the rock value in the tempo to almost, it's not half time, but kind of pulls back the rhythmic drive. But Gigi vocally also changes the tone, and so you get this softening of the whole thing. Okay, you are going to, and I just want to talk to this in part because I saw some comments in the original that speak to this, and so I want to highlight. Gigi is looking down at what I can only think is her lyrics. You know, in the context of this performance, I don't personally have an issue with this. I'm gonna talk to this for a little bit because I think this is important for those of us who don't regularly perform. I think it's important that we understand how important the context is to the use of lyrics on stage. In this context, where the band, they're doing live streaming. They do live streaming every week. I think it might even be twice a week. And the amount of new material that they have to learn and that Gigi has to remember the lyrics for it's a lot. It's, as a person who had a professional singing career of 25 plus years, I can tell you lyrics were the bane of my professional existence. Even actually this morning, my wife had a funny dig at me that referenced my skill in being able to make up lyrics, not the actual lyrics from the piece, but I developed a skill where I could make up lyrics that kind of made sense just so I could get myself to the other side of the lyrics that I couldn't remember. That's how bad I was. You know, not on every song, but there just were occasions where the lyrics weren't there for me. In this context, I don't have a problem with her having lyrics there available to her. It's when we're in sort of bigger scenarios where it's an ongoing, repeatable performance, you know, a tour or what have you. That's possibly where I get, you know, and we're talking more of a live, you know, audience in front of. That's where lyrics can become more of a challenge, I think, because lyrics on stage. Because when lyrics are there, the singer will be given to using them. It breaks the connection with the audience. And I think potentially that's where some of the comments have come from with Gigi. And I think Gigi uses lyrics in a lot of her videos in this scenario, in the live streams, again, because of the reason that I was just mentioning. I personally don't take issue with it. Perhaps you do. There are times where, and I think actually in another video where I reviewed Dimash, and I made mention of the fact that I thought that perhaps there was some lyrics available to him on a screen in front, and I received a lot of backlash from the dear ones that I would suggest even a thing, even though I wasn't suggesting it as a terribly negative thing. Anywho, the point being is I don't have a big issue with it. It's not an uncommon thing to see lyrics being used. in the classical world, it's a absolute no-no for the most part. Certainly it was when I was studying classical back in the 90s, but in the contemporary space, I don't think. You leave your comments below. Let me know what you think. Is it a big deal? I don't know. Well, I just told you what I think I know. Hit play, Daniel.
But when you can't give a love, you give a hell of by now. I'm gonna do, you gotta do this time we both gotta do it right. I don't wanna leave, I don't wanna say goodbye.
I love that high, just a twangy edge to that upper register, you know, that it's very cool. Something else I want you to take note of, and in fact you can see it right there where I've paused. There's this real baring of teeth in the value of the vocal she's creating for this. This shape of the mouth is not something we typically see Gigi doing, but I think there's a choice being made to do this flaring of the lips, baring of the teeth, because it gives value to this tonal feature I'm mentioning, this sort of real characterization, the caricaturing of the tone. And again, it just speaks to the cleverness of Gigi and how good she is.
You're gonna do this time we both gotta do it right. I don't wanna leave, I don't wanna say goodbye. So never later, honey, there comes a time when you gotta do right. Come on, you gotta do it right.
I'm not surprised the guitarist has a smile on his face, because it's very much a guitar song. They've got the feel down, man. Nice BBs by Arias. I love guitar solos. Show me the guitarist. Real breathy tone there. Come on. I love the riffing. There's that flaring of the lips. Tell me! Listen to that. Yeah, that's cool. That is good fun, right? Yeah, some songs. I mean, I noticed that I was just so into it there at the end. I didn't have the heart to stop and start. Oh, very, very good. Very, very good. There'll be more Gigi to come, people. So if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. Of course, we don't just do, Gigi De Lana and Gigi Vibes here. We do a whole heap of different things. One final point I do want to make, and this is kind of off the back of this whole, reading lyrics. I think what makes Gigi so impressive to me is her versatility and her capacity to sing so many different genres so well. And, often we find ourselves, seeing singers stay very, very, very much in a very tight comfort zone. It takes a different set of skills to be able to have that wider variety of genre available to you. And, that's what I think makes her a standout, is that she's her variety, her dexterity across many genres is very cool. I look forward to seeing you in the next vocal analysis because we do these regularly. I'll see you again soon. I'm Dr. Dan. Sing well.